It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' fate. Oh, his first throw in his playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Dart. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 84 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied at 7.
To kick off for New York.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
60 average. Mustang 19. Go.
They go play action here on first down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
19, Tiger, 19. Let's go now. Left flat. Ready.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Top 19. Top 50. Dragon 6. 19 tight. 19 tight.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 45 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass, this young quarterback for and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
27-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Dart. His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Dart. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Rager. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go
now they'll change things around before the snap.
Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. On third down, he'll drop to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a 2nd. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Here we go. Here we go. Trying to be lying. Bronco 80. No.
Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Reload.
Walker is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try and run Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Giants 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. To throw now, Dart. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver down?
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are back within a score. Gano the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now.
He's got a man, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing his dart. And he went nowhere. He'll back to the 29. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reef Woolen. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready, break. 70, go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now they'll change things up. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Craft all 80, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
28-yard gain.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Dragon 60. Drop 60, drop 60.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Jason Myers for the
Now
extra
Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now 2nd and 3.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Dart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, Giants 21. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To the right side, this is Walker. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Defensively, Cordell Flott got him down. Now 2nd and 5.
19, Tiger, 19, 18.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Man in motion left. That's Smith and Jigba. He'll look to throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Cougar 19! Cougar 19!
A gear for Walker running right. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go check, go check.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And it's 3rd down.
Panther Street, Panther Street, go.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Seahawks 1st down.
70, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Seahawks 42, Giants 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. To throw is Dart. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less, as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing, Dart. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reek Willen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the round is on here in this first half.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To kick off for New York.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. And it's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or hit straight.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Cooper Kupp, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A play fake, and now it's Dart. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 79 yards. And the Giants are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Giants 28. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
19 Lions, 6 Bronco 80, 79 Bronco, 19 tight, 19 tight. Let go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Cup 19, Cup 96.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
From the gun, Dart. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
3rd and 2. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Dart to throw on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2nd and 1. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants get a bit closer. Gano the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Seahawks 56, Giants 35.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to Walker on first down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now an audible here into something else.
Check.
Running left is Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready.
They run again with Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The offense on third down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
19, 18, 60.
Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
And the Seahawks first down.
Reno. Ready.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's able to break to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9.
60 Eagles. 19, 18. Ready.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
19 Tiger.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. An audible here to get a new look.
18, Pioneer, Warriors, 17. Go.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, Those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury.
You just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today.
Cooper Kupp, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Viking 18. Check smash. Check smash.
Now Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
79 Bronco.
They'll throw again. Dart. He's got Slayton on the slant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
To throw now, Dart. They'll set up the wide receiver screen here for Neighbors. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hawks, back at 60. Let's go. 60 back.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
63. Giants 42. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this fourth quarter. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
70 Rangers, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks, 79 Broncos. Cougar 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Second and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Let's go. Ready, ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Dart. The throw right side caught by Neighbors. And out of bounds Ball's on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
To throw is Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This 2nd and 4. Throwing, Dart. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Throwing his Dart. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it off in for a giant touchdown. Jackson Dart, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Gano the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.